Hey guys, this is Elbethium Toys back with another Funwhole review, and today we have the train, the Wild West train. Now this is going to be a freight train, so it's not going to be a passenger train, and that's very important. You're going to be seeing later. We're going to be taking a look at the whole thing, but we are going to be putting it, individually apart and looking at each and every one of these components completely separately, because it would be a little bit tricky to just do the whole train, and you're going to be seeing why. It also comes with a pretty damn amazing side build, like these Wild West sets usually come, but this one is so good, it could have honestly been a little miniature set of its own that Funwhole could have been selling in their little budget line. And you know what? Let's go look at this, but before we do that, guys, I will be leaving a link in the description that's going to be always giving you at least 10% off this set, any set, old set, new set, whatever you choose on their website, it's always gonna be 10% cheaper. So make sure to check that out, and we are going into the review. And the locomotive is going to be first. Now, obviously, we have the engine right here, and we have this coal cart right behind it. Might as well be one unit, and I fully recommend, if you are gonna be transporting this little train, always just separate it behind the coal cart and have it 2x2. It's gonna be so much easier to carry, because due to the wires and everything, it might get a little bit more complicated. Now, when it comes to this is simply incredible. I adore this deep emerald green color that they have, and the details are simply sublime. Now, when it comes to detailing, you have this little bell, which is a staple for these really old engines, and everything about it just comes together perfectly. This honestly couldn't have been done better. You have the light at the front that we are gonna be turning on later, and the grill is done phenomenally well as well. Now, it of course is gonna be moving as a train engine should be, with the wheels, and I don't know the technical term for this, but it's such a good, fun build that you need to do this yourself to actually understand how awesome it is. Now, one of the best parts of this is, how did they get the light from here to here? It is this railing right here that is gonna be an actual cable lead, and Funwhole just cementing their reputation as masters of not just lighting, but cable managing as well. Now, we're gonna be popping this off and just looking inside. And like I said, we're going to be removing this part right here. I got it loose prior to this, so don't worry about it coming off a little bit too easily. Now, as you can see right here, you know what, we're going to try and get a little bit of a better angle in there. We do have a pretty phenomenal little engine room with all of these like gauges and everything. There is a furnace below that is going to be lighting up with everything, and it's just done to such an amazing detail that I honestly cannot wish for more. Now, right behind it is going to be the coal cart. Now, amazing thing about this coal cart is that this is basically a disguise for your, well, power brick. Sorry about that. Now, the power brick goes inside here, but we are going to be using the USB option as we always do. But this is just absolutely amazing combination of detail and just amazing planning as well. And the next cart is going to be the freighteriest part of this whole freight train. As you can see, it is transporting some lumber. It has chains over it, holding it in place so it doesn't roll to the side. Now, the detailing is very nice. You can clearly see it is wood. And what I appreciate is that they didn't, go through the trouble to making it like the same from both sides. So it just gives this lumber a little bit more character. Now, something I have to say here is, like, you see this. So this connects to the cart in front, because they had to come up with a way to thread the power through the entire set. And then, another cart connects to this one by same means. And all of that connects to a piece like this. And it's just simply amazing. There really isn't much more to say about this one, but the next one, absolutely. And the final and most detailed cart of this whole train is going to be this one right here. Now, there is actually quite a lot to talk about on this one. First of all, we have this sliding freight door on this side, and it's actually available on the other one, as you can see right there. It is quite quite symmetrical. And here in the front, you have your typical train door, and there is a light right here beside it. I do think this is actually really nicely detailed. Sorry about this. There's a lot of cat hair floating about. Now, on the back, you have more of the same, and I do believe this is going to be the time to actually pop this little hood open and have a look inside. And this is the view with the top down. Now, as you can see, there is actually quite a lot of freight right here. You have some luggage, God knows what's inside this bag, and we actually have some gold and some repair tools right there in the corner. But now on this side, it's a little cozy part of this whole cart with a nice little place with the drawers, a little drink. Don't know what this document is supposed to be, and you always need to keep an eye out for outlaws. Now, it has two little seats right here because I imagine this is part of the train where, people who are working for the railroad are gonna be just securing this part of the train. And, well, at least they are gonna be very, very comfy doing this. And it wouldn't be a train set review if we didn't have a little look at the actual train tracks. Now, as you can see, very nicely detailed with some shrubbery or little cacti that is still just growing, and, wood here and there because it has been in use. And then we have this little dynamite right here indicating that it's going to be a very dastardly plan afoot. And one more thing about this little water tower, you actually can turn this around so that maybe, depending on the room and everything, where you want the train to be passing or how you ever want to be displaying this, you have the option. And one more thing that is worth mentioning, this is the train station set. I'm gonna be including the review for that at the end of this video, and as you can see, this set has its own railroad tracks, and you absolutely can connect these to that as well. And now it's time to see the light. The light in front is so freaking powerful. Obviously, as I said, there's going to be a light over there, and you can see the red light coming from the furnace. That is just amazing. The middle cart of the train, this one right here that says freight with a coal, it basically serves a purpose of just passing on the power, just like the one with the logs, so that you can get the power right here to the final cart of the whole train. And you can see just how bright that is. Guys, this is Elbethium Toys. Maybe click that like, maybe click that sub, and you know what? I will be seeing you very soon in the next one.